Hey, you. Yeah, you. There is a reason why you suck at life. Let's be honest. You suck at life. All right. You don't have to. We know. Okay. We know. You're not good at life, right? It's like a video game, bro. You're stuck at level 1, bro. What's happening? Why are you stuck down there? I know why. You don't, but I know why. And here's why. It's because you haven't implemented something called Stoicism. All right. It's a weird word. Weird. What, bro? Just listen. All right. There is Stoicism is a philosophy, right? There's a bunch of different little parts in Stoicism, but we gonna only go over 3 parts. And trust me, these parts will make you go from level 1 to at least level 10. And then once we get better, you can get a level 100. You're not there yet, all right? Don't get your hopes up. Ego's the enemy. Don't get your hopes up. All right, so the first part of Stoicism, it's something that you've heard so many times, but you've never implemented it for some reason, right? It's called taking some responsibility. Whoa. I said the no words. Don't leave. All right, listen. You need to start taking some responsibility in your life. And I don't mean just doing your bed and doing all that. That's different from what I'm talking about. I'm talking about taking responsibility for your actions. So when I was really young, I was living with my brother and other family. We had an argument. And what happened, I had a little Chromebook or whatnot, little laptop. It was really bad, right? And he got angry and he threw it. And there was a crack on it. And I got angry. So what did I do? I took his Kindle Fire, threw it across. It landed on the mirror. And there was a crack on it. Now, what do you think I did afterwards? That's not my fault. No. He did it to me first. No, bro. The blame is not on me. It's on him because he started it. Just because I did the same, he started it. So it's his fault. Wrong. We did end up, forgiving each other. But the fact that I said it was someone else's fault, what was I doing? It's not, let's talk, all right? Because look, I'm talking to you, right? Take some responsibility in your life. What are you doing? Even for the smallest things, you're going to shift your mindset from now on. Oh, that's my fault. I should have prevented that. Now, of course, there's people that's going to say, no. It's really not your fault. You didn't do nothing. They're wrong. They are wrong. Do not listen to them. You clicked on this channel, on this video, because you listened to me, right? So listen to this. It's your fault. Take some responsibility. But there's 2 different mindsets you can have with that. This is the bad mindset. Oh, it's my fault. I'm emo now. I'm depressed. I don't want to do nothing. See how weird I was looking? That's how you gonna be if you take that mindset. Don't take it. And there's a second mindset. Oh, it's my fault. So next time, I'm going to find a way to try and prevent that. Even if it's the most bizarre thing in the world. If you're involved, it's your fault. Not in the sense that it's actually your fault, because sometimes you may be walking down the street and you witness a death. That may not be your fault. But if you say it's your fault, you can think, okay, I walked down this dark alley. That could have been me, or I might witness more deaths. So because I'm thinking it's my fault, I'm going to prevent that next time by not walking down that alley. You see what I'm saying? Even if it's not literally your fault, it's your fault in the sense that you got to change something. All right? That's what you got to do. Because so many times, right? Even we do this, right? We do the smallest things. Like we steal food from the fridge. And then one of our siblings asks, who ate this? It wasn't me. Admit to your wrongdoings, right? And even if someone else ate food from the fridge, it wasn't you. Take responsibility. So you can think, how can I prevent that next time? If it does happen to me. Yeah, my teeth a little white. Hold up. Seriously, though. Take some responsibility in your life. Because when the time comes, you are going to need it. All right? Because there's going to be a lot of things. Matter of fact, let's give you a quote. You'll probably forget after this video, but I'm going to keep saying it. A smart man learns from his failures. A wise man learns from the failures of others. Okay? Do you know what that means? Don't just only learn from your mistakes. If someone else makes a mistake, learn how you can prevent that for yourself, even if you're not even in a situation. If someone else is an engineer and you're a doctor, and he accidentally did some life-threatening mistake, how about you learn to not do that, okay? We don't want to die yet. And that brings me on to the next point. I'm going to say something. It might scare you. It probably will scare you. Don't click off the video, okay? Yeah, you understand that? I want you to repeat after me. Memento mori, okay? Memento mori. One more time. Memento mori. Do you know what that means? You don't, all right? It means remember you must die. Now don't click off, because when you think about it, you're going to have some negative thoughts in your mind. Do not click off. We're going to talk about those negative thoughts. Remember, one, you have to die. All right? No more jokes or whatnot. You have to die. No matter what. At the end of the day, you have to die. So it doesn't matter what you do in your life. You have to die. You understand that? Now, what does that mean? It doesn't mean to go and do something dangerous. It doesn't mean to harm yourself. I'm not advocating for none of that. I don't advocate you harming yourself for nothing. But what I am saying is to live your life to the fullest. Because that one girl that you like, yeah, I know about her. That came off the wrong way. That one girl that you like, go talk to her. Because at the end of the day, you're going to die, right? And you don't want to die on your deathbed thinking, things could have been well. Oh, well, peace. That's not what you want. It's not. The obstacle is the way. So what's you're scared of, go do it. Especially when you know you got to do it. Maybe talk to that one girl. Maybe it's talk to that group of people, Maybe you have social anxiety. Maybe it's to apply for a certain something, like for a club or whatnot. Maybe it's to start learning an instrument, right? It doesn't have to be people. It could be learning an instrument. It could be start working out, go to the gym. Do it. Because at the end of the day, you have to die. You have to die. And I guarantee you do not want to live a life where you have regrets. That is going on to the third point, but let's continue on the second one. Remember, your father and mother have to die. Now listen. Don't click off. Because when you think about it, you're going to get sad and you might even start crying. Don't do that. Don't click off. You can cry as much as you want. That's fine, right? But don't click off. Because we have to think about this. Our caretakers, our guardians, our parents, they have to die eventually. And what does that mean? We have to spend every moment we have with them to the fullest. Maybe your mother or your father has some problems with you. Maybe you guys aren't super close, or maybe your parents are arguing. Give them love. Because at the end of the day, they have to die. They won't be here forever. And I know you know this, but you never really think about it with me. Your parents are gone. You're left to take care of your siblings. You're left to go to school and deal with the mourning, the pain, the agony. Think about it. They have to die, and you're gonna have to deal with it. And you're probably gonna cry, and that's all right. It's natural. But you can't avoid it forever. You have to really think about this stuff. Same with your brother or your sister. They have to die. You realize that, right? They have to die because no one's immortal. We have to die. Your parents have to die. Your friends have to die. That's a lot of dies, and this is very depressing. But listen, the message isn't that it's depressing. You should not indulge in sadness when you think this. You should be happy that they're here with you. They're here with you now. That you can experience stuff with them. That you can go say hi to them. Or maybe you can't. Maybe you lost a loved one. But that's okay. Because you had everything you had with them. Right? Because who you have right now, spend as much time with them as possible. Love them. Even if they are your arch nemesis, love them. Because they won't be here forever. I trust me, they will not be here forever. right? You know as much as I do. So why are you avoiding it? Why are you so scared? Stop being scared. Get up and do what you gotta do. All right? Because once they die, you can't regret the past. And that brings me on to the third point. The third point, the last of the Stoic philosophies, is amor fati. You don't gotta do the little... you don't gotta do that. Just say amor fati, right? Amor fati. What this means is love of fate, loving fate. Around that, I was close enough. What it means is, like I said with Memento Mori, you can't regret the past. And amor fati means to love what happened. Everything that has happened was supposed to happen, or it had to happen. Same thing, right? And so you have two options. You can either, one, be mourning, right? Be regretful, feel guilt. I wish I spent time with them. Or two, you can be grateful and thankful. You know, I am feeling bad. I'm feeling sad that they're gone. But I am grateful for every second I spent with them in my life, because those moments are irreplaceable. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to die thinking I wish I had more time. I'm going to die thinking I'm glad I had as much time as I did. Do you see that little difference? Like, just think with me. One side, I wish I had more time. I should have done more. The other side, I'm glad I had as much time as I did. You see that subtle difference? And it really changes your mind. I guarantee you that. I've done it in my own life. What has happened, and you can't change it. The past does not exist. The future does not exist. We are living in the now. 2 seconds ago was already the past. Right now is the now. We're living in the now. It's a lot of nows. Live in the now. Stop thinking about the past. Stop fantasizing about the future, right? That's not to say you can't plan your future, but life isn't a line. It's not a straight line, all right? Life is not getting to the top of the mountain. Life is climbing the mountain. Do you understand that? Life is not about getting to the top of the mountain. Because on that journey to the top of the mountain, you can get diseases. You can fall off the mountain, right? You can get sick, diseases, right? There's so many different things you can do. Maybe you're climbing with someone and they push you off, right? What are you going to do then? Because you don't climb the top of the mountain. Is life meaningless after that? No. Because life is not getting to the top. Life is the mountain climb. Even if you took one step on that mountain and then somehow magically fell off, that's enough. Because life is the climbing of the mountain. It's about the journey, not the event. It's not about if you achieve this. It's about the journey to get this. And that's why life isn't just a straight line. It's in that line, it's a bunch of dots. And each dots represent the now. And so instead of thinking, how can I make the end of the line better? Because it's not linear. It's not straight. What happens in this dot may or may not affect what happens in that dot, right? So you can't think to yourself, if I do this now, it'll compound later, right? Obviously, you can, but you can't expect the future to be what you want. Because we live in the now. We don't know the future, and the past is gone. The past is dead, and the future is going to die. We don't live in the future. We never will live in the future. We will always live in the now. As I'm speaking, as you listen to this, each word that you listen to is the now. This is one dot of the line of life, right? This is one dot you're experiencing. We're living in the now. And so stop thinking about the next dot, 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 right? That's not to say you can't plan your future. That's not to say you can't think about it. But I know you. You're not planning nothing. You're not thinking about nothing. What are you doing? You're fantasizing about your wife. Yeah, I know. You're fantasizing about the money. Yeah, I know. You're fantasizing about the fame, the success. Why are you doing that? You're wasting the now. You live in the now. So why are you trying to bring your brain to the future when you're in the now. Instead of thinking about that, why don't you do the work to get that? Because you're in the now, remember? And that's the problem. That's what Amor Fati helps us with. It helps us accept the past. And with that, we can realize that we live in the now. If you like what you watch, go to the description, subscribe, like the video, and I have a free calendar link on the bottom where we can 1v1 video chat and I help you. Adios.